Alrighty, so first question is your name and profession.
Yeah, I'm Jack Chen, my name.
Do you go by Dr. Jack Chen?
Dr. Jack Chen, yes.
Okay. And your profession?
Yeah, I'm a doctor. Mainly practice traditional Chinese medicine.
Okay. And can you go into minute specifics about what you practice? Because I noticed on the front it said herbal medicine and stuff like that, and acupuncture.
Yes, I practice acupuncture.
Okay.
Sometimes I design some exercise for patient to suit their conditions.
Okay.
I used to have herbs because not many people like to drink the herbal medicine in this area. Most of them would be wasted. So I don't do a lot
Okay.
now.
If somebody were inclined to want to try it, you would still offer it?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
okay.
will just order for that person.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's just a waste.
So, yeah. Fair enough. So what brought you to do what you're doing? The profession, what kind of gave you the spark?
I used to do sports medicine, mainly Western medicine.
Okay.
I didn't practice acupuncture until 1997.
Okay.
First time when I was qualified as a doctor, not Chinese medicine. I used to think there was no scientific evidence in Chinese medicine. Even I'm a Chinese, because when I was studying, I was told by tutors, they were Western medicine doctor. They say there is no scientific evidence in Chinese medicine. This is rubbish. Of course, I was very young. I believed it. After when I was qualified, I realized I didn't know a lot about medicine in practice. But when I was working, I didn't have enough patience. I had a lot of time to observe. The opposite my office, there's Professor Shaw, my future professor. His patients were just so many. There were always a long queue. He couldn't finish by lunchtime. I saw why people go to see him. So I thought, that must be crazy. Because I firmly believed it wouldn't work. Then, after a few days, I thought must be something. I believe people's intelligence. So I asked one lady, I said, does it work? She said, oh, it saved my life. Another person said, oh, totally changed my life. If you ask 1, 2 people, maybe they were crazy. If you ask over 10, 20, 100, in the past about 3 to 4 months, I asked over 100 people. They all said, good. Then you can't deny the truth.
Oh, it's
then we may not understand the truth. We may not be able to give the truth a theory to prove it is right. But we can't prove something until it's formed. Like say, we can't ask for scientific evidence for ourselves to be born. So I realized I was narrow-minded. So that's the reason I decided to investigate into Chinese medicine. So I visited my professor, and one evening I knocked his home. He said, oh, come in. He said, oh, come in. Really, because he was a professor. I was just a junior doctor.
Okay.
I didn't feel as confident because I had a lot of questions. I didn't know how he responded. So he was very friendly. He said, "You must have something." I say, "Yes, professor. I have some questions for you, and I feel my mind is in trouble." He said, "Tell me about it." So I said, we were used to, we were told there was no scientific evidence in Chinese medicine, but from your practice, it is not true. It's working. So I said I'm ashamed of myself because I'm so narrow-minded. I'm willing to know if you don't mind. Teach me something. He said, "Oh, I understand. It's not first time." He said, "Do you think if something you can't say, it doesn't exist?" I said, "Maybe, yes. That's what I used to think." He said, "Oh, you wash your hand, young man." I thought must be some rules. If you are in his home, wash hands first. So I did. Just before I dry, he said, "Oh, don't dry." I said, "Why?" He said, "You touch the sockets." I said, "That will kill me." He said, "Oh, you know it will kill you." He said, "You can dry your hands now." I did. He said, "You don't have to touch sockets now." He said, "Can you say electric?" I said, "No." "Do you believe it will kill you? It exists?" I said, "Yes." He said, "When we watch television, is there anybody in the television?" "No, but must be someone somewhere exists." Then he said, "When we listen to a radio, we can't see anyone.
No, I can hear him.
But we know it's there. We don't just see everything or sense everything by eyes only." He said, we can't see because we have limited eyesight. It doesn't mean it doesn't exist." So I learned a lot. But he said, I should take up traditional Chinese medicine properly. I mean, give up my profession and to be a full-time student for another 5 years. Then I did. I became my little professor. That's the reason I studied Chinese medicine. After studying Western medicine, I used to believe I knew everything. After I studied for the 5 years traditional Chinese medicine, I realized I know less than a hair of medicine. Just incredible. That's the reason I decided to practice Chinese medicine.
Excellent. I just want to kind of